tell you something. It is February 13, 2020. This is the year of refinement, reflection, jewel stone, and element. I'm watching something of India right now on the television. Any other man in life that feels like they want to fight me in the year of refinement, reflection, jewel stone, and element, I'm a man of love. At this time, if you feel like you want to fight me for your mother, then take your mother and leave. I'm never going to refine your mother. How about that? In the year of reflection, I already seen what tried to destroy my love, and I know I'm creation. Bye. Seriously. Yo, let me tell you something. India, you better straighten out DoctoR within you. I'm gonna tell you just like this. Last time I'm gonna tell you this. You better straighten that triple crown shit within you. You better never get caught up in that type of situation at a time, because it wasn't even around in the beginning years of love a certain type of way at a time. Literally. Listen, I don't have nothing else to say. And if you find anybody in your social star trying to connect themselves to a love that wasn't even in existence at a time of themselves, and they try to connect themselves to that family or certain things, get rid of it. Get rid of all of it. Listen, let me just tell you straight up and down, I don't give a fuck about nobody in life. If a person ever challenges me in this time, in the year of refinement and reflection, I'm finishing you forever. I'll put you the fuck away. I don't even fuck if, a jug won't be comfortable for you. At this time, I'm for sure about it. You're never gonna fool me once or so. I'm for sure about it. I'm finishing you. Listen, let me explain something to you, My wife, you better learn to control your body. If another man that you have to stop from fucking you and killing you and bending up your body and wasting your time. Imagine a man going past a month of wasting time. Or not even a month, I would say literally, matter of fact, a month of wasting time and causing you not to even be able to communicate with your conscience, or to even give a number to communicate with your conscience, or even to even refine that. You better kill that shit. You better kill that shit. I'm telling you straight up and down. I don't know what it is. I'm being real with you. Listen, I'm way more wonderful than a white person, than an Asian person. Even, India, there's nothing else to say, because I could take a shower and show you that literally my anatomy way more enriched. A person couldn't even look at me or open their mouth to say anything about shit when it comes to me. It has nothing to do with me. Shit is somewhere else outside. Matter of fact, I'm so clean. The shit that's outside has to be past the white snow. Seriously. Now, and on top of it, it shows you that it's already barricading me, right? The snow, right? Because I'm a part of it. I'm the reason of the white snow. Now, I'm gonna just tell you, I'm the literal reason of the white snow. You better check your consciousness to the people that want to give funny vibration and conduct, matter of fact. You better go just find out who's trying to penetrate your anatomy at the time. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you, You see, if another man's trying to have sex with you that you have to stop, that means he's bending up your body. Every point of enlightenment, of enrichment and reflection of your points of enlightenment, inner star points of enlightenment, planets, everything. Better know the difference of that conduct through time, or who's killing you and taking you away from your love, and that's not purifying your soul, and it's trying to adjust your soul for you could be adjusted. It's like being tortured and adjusted just to die, and you can't enjoy it. Once you feel like that, that's a wrap. Listen, if you feel that you don't want me to be your soulmate, there's nothing else that needs to be said. I'll just tell you straight up and down, nothing, literally. You can look at that in every sense. I'll just, for real. I don't want to even be rude about my situation and stuff, I don't like making too much scenes. I'ma just be real with you. Yo, listen, yo, I'm speaking to individuals that could comprehend what the reason I'm saying these things, and really knows the purity reasons, and could see the vibrational conduct of another person trying to cause distortion or ignorance when a person's thinking or talking. Because, like I said, this is the year of refinement, reflection, and remember Boogie Night. After what happened in Boogie Night, it's just like 40 years of trying to get at a person's mentality and consciousness. I don't know what you are at a time, and then whoever you, if you're a god or some type of creature or being or some type of thing, you're real shit. You know, you're shit that me and my space wife and energy's mother probably put away a long time ago. You know, I'm gonna void you out sooner or later. Literally, I don't even give a fuck. It's gonna, what I'm about to do, what I'm gonna do, void is gonna want to do. Seriously, as soon as I get you. Yo, I'm gonna just tell you straight up and down. If you have a dude that you have to stop that causes you not to even communicate with your consciousness, to hand me a number, or just to be able to even touch the reason of your physical, so you can connect with yourself on a spiritual high level, then I don't know what to tell you. That means your piece of shit killed you. You know, whatever piece of shit that is, that really killed you. If it bent up your body at points of enlightenment because you did wrong, you said you can't. How could you so? There was energies and teachers that taught kids and disappeared with me even in the sight. Just like last time I was speaking about the children and kids. I said some of the children were kids, and some of them were before their time. When I said that to the guy on the bus, I was like, damn, he didn't realize I was meaning other points of enlightenment, of stars, of other star charts, even his own star chart. Because of his mother, a certain type of way, and being complete a certain type of way at a time. And then on top of it, I was always their real dad and parent, Ralph and JR, of all social star charts. Space, universe, galaxy, orbits, solar systems, all of it. There's nothing for me to ever to nothing of it for me to. I'm just telling you the truth about myself. Now I'm gonna tell you the reality. You know, another person, even at the time, you know, if a person is trying to kill you, and then they try to say, oh, this, that, and the other, this went in the cycle with him. The only reason why it's coming out the cycle is because it remembers its placement. If it's trying to bring you in the cycle with it, that means that shit just wanted your power and ability. That means you have to stop that shit. Yeah, I hope you know the difference of a person that just wants to be more, that just wants to cause their death. That's like something trying to accumulate something at a time, trying to cause their death. When it goes too past too many limits, then that's too bad for you. I already made the YouTube videos telling you everything that you need to know. That's the literal truth and honesty. And even honest ice. Even as what you need to know in every color. Even surpass clarity of purity. I told you the honest ice. Even the honest purity of the truth. Even the honest light of the truth of purity of even the ice. And I told you the truth. Honest ice. And honest tea, if you need to reflect, just in case you need to regard yourself. And tea could be even pure white. There's mint tea. So you need to think about that. And I'm emerald green. I know exactly what I'm speaking about. So I don't care what another person's trying to tell you. I'm just telling you the truth about myself. Yo, I don't want none of your fucked up energies. Yo, matter of fact, all prisoners keep away all the fucked up energies off of me right now. Yo, I'm just telling you straight up and down and shit. Yo, you know, another person, if they're lying to you and they're trying to murder and kill you, and you have to stop them from fucking you, stop them from having sex with you. And I'm speaking to my spiritual guardian God, empresses that's in the spiritual realm that's physically alive. And then nobody could ever, you know, or nobody but only me, not even my energies could get to. Only Ralph Lane JR could get to you, literally. Only me, literally. Yo, I'm gonna tell only Ralph Lane JR. I don't care this person trying to do it. I don't give a fuck. You better murder that person at a point. As soon as I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I hope if they go through a digital system that they just voided out the digital system. That doesn't even play none of their sequencing ever in a paradigm of time when they try to do stuff like that. And I'm gonna just be real with you. If a person the person that you have to stop from having sex with you, bending up your body at different points of enlightenment, trying to possess your power or control it because it is whatever, or is trying to say, oh, I got my plan, solar say, Why did you waste all that time? Me and your mother's thinking about taking away your whole situation because of the type of mentality you are. It's like being scared that your parents coming home. What are you? What are you? You crazy? What type of example you set in? And I have mad children marrying the wives. You're part of a poison I'm looking at. When you see, well, not me. I'm talking about somebody else. Me, I'm a part of enrichment, but another person's a part of poison that I'll be looking at the time that I'll be doing it. Like, wow. Me, I would never be a poison. Well, I'll be real. In martial arts, depending if I have to regard myself, I wouldn't have to give you a poison blow. I control the space and atmosphere. My space wife, even of India Star Chart, could even vouch for that. That's literally everyone. And nobody needs to know the order. As long as two of them appear, that's a reflection enough. Shit, I thought you would have knew the difference because she had eyes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So even a reflection, I didn't know you were that stupid. I'm just being real. As a matter of fact, you could just disappear off that type of situation before it tries to guide you down too many steps. You need to go back up the steps. Yeah, you ever seen the Colombian martial arts when the girl pushed her down the steps and stuff? Yeah, you better be careful and stuff. You better be careful to see who's playing the roles in certain situations at a time. And who would be desperate to try to kill an empress or a space empress or somebody more than them because of position of power. So you better be very careful in the judgments you make, and then you'll know about whatever's around you, for real. You know, there's nothing else to say after that. And I don't mean sexually neither. You better not know that situation sexually, even at a point of a height of your purity in reflection in individual's face. It's like India being 5'9", and that's past the point of a little too much even secrecy and trying to have sex with another man. I don't give a fuck if the man was 3 feet, a fucking midget. Nobody touches that. 5'9" and down is all. 6 feet and down is all me. There's nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing about any man touching anything like that. In a reflection in India, that if a person did that to the India Star Chart, that means he killed India. Literally. I'm telling you, there's nothing for me to argue with you when it comes to purity. I just explained everything of purity, even of ice, even of coolest things that you couldn't see. I'm literally telling you the truth. That means that's a person that literally killed you. Literally. That's kind of like a sick person. A person has to learn how to have self-control. That's what meditation's about. You hear it? I was speaking about tea. You better be careful what's trying. I ain't gonna explain it anymore. I'm just telling you the truth. I just told you the truth. If you don't believe me, you verify it for yourself. If a nigga really loved you, or if a man really loved you, or a child that ever said they really loved you in life, they don't gotta sex you just to kill you or just to want to discipline or control you. It's something called self-control. They don't have to break down the reason of a love in a paradigm. Because you ever thought why a person continued living in existence? It didn't know that type of person in the paradigm of time. How is that type of person doesn't have the authority just to even want to crunch it at a paradigm? It can't. A person doesn't have that authority to crunch it. It's not. It wasn't the purity of his love that it did anything with. Another man is trying to. It's like if something went wrong in love in the paradigm of time, that man that be trying to say, "Oh, I gotta hold this down." Another man that has nothing to do with me. Another man that says, "I gotta hold." Let me turn on the television. Because there's a man with glasses on with a beard. Another man that's saying, "Oh, I have to hold this down to fucking just to control it and just get rid of it for my so." No, you don't, my nigga. You don't have to even penetrate it. As a matter of fact, it would be right in judgment because it's looking at that man that's trying to in the year of the reflection that fucked his life up. That's literally, there's nothing else to say. That's how nice I am in physics. There's nothing else to say. Me, I'm the purity. I'm the real love. I'm the soulmate. Ralph Lane Jr. I'm the real soulmate. Another person, I don't give a fuck what a person say. I don't give a fuck what the situation. Yo, listen, control your mood. Ralph Lane Jr. is the real soulmate. I'm right here. The paradigm of time. Another person that's trying to even penetrate or trying to sex or rape a feminine being at a time in any social structure, Latino, Latin, Hispanic, Spanish, Hispanic, Spanish, Asian, Cuban, Philippine, Japanese, Korean, Oriental, Vietnamese, Malaysian, Asian, Taiwan, Korea, American, Indian, India, indigenous, indigo, and any color and any other individuals. If you have a man at that point of the year reflection 2021, when you can see what I'm saying, that tries to hold down a feminine being and tries to kill that person because they're loose and running around, and knew that it was even if my caretakers and international security knew about it and they knew it was pleasant to the eyesight, and then they seen another man, it better not have let another man try to grab it, to fuck it, and to murder it, to compress it, because that's the man that fucked over your life in the paradigm of time. That's the man that caused your rape. That's the man that fucked over your emotions. Everything that's fucking you over in a year of the reflection where you can see. That's it. There's nothing else to say. Nothing else. I don't give a fuck if it was a god. I don't give a fuck if it was some type of energy another person said. That's that person that fucked up your life throughout the whole paradigm of time. If it wasn't come from me, the order didn't come from me, or if somebody tried to fix it up to make it seem like it came from me in a year of purity and love, where a person shouldn't have been faulted, they did everything on their own, then you know for a fact. Once you see somebody try to set up entrapment when it came to, then you'll know for a fact, because it has to happen on its own when it comes to me. Another person, if they try to bend up a feminine being to try to hold them and say, oh, they gotta stop this person, that's the person that fucked over your life in the first place from the beginning of time, and probably nobody knew about it. Nobody even probably knew the story. That's what you need to be concerned about. And me, I'm the real purity and love. I'm just telling you the truth. I can show you other things, but I'm not gonna show you what I'm viewing on the television. So too bad. So I'm just being real with you. That's it. You know, this is purity. This is love. This is cleaner than ice. Literally, right here. Cleaner than any jewel, conduct and conduct, magnetism, everything. Ralph Lane Jr. So, you know, matter of fact, hold on for a second. Let me just take this off, you know, because another person can't do too much. Another person lied. They got too much, they got too much favors they did for other people, going back and doing other funny things and stuff. I just seen a person that try to reflect even in his own energy a certain type of way, trying to disrespect the man or certain things in his consciousness, because it already been trying to accumulate a momentum of current, and then you could hear the ignorance of other people and stuff, of things, of certain things that I said. But like I said and stuff, you know, it's just like, as I was speaking, it's just like seeing somebody shoveling at the time that could have waited. It's not like it did it before its time. It wanted to do it at the time when I was speaking. That's how you know something's wrong with that. You just could get rid of it. But, you know, if my caretakers or international security seen that and let they had to stop another man from having sex with a feminine being, that was my real love. Because a person said, why would you speak to your caretaker? Because my caretaker would be the only one I would take advice from when it comes to purity and love, because he knows what he really wants and stuff throughout the years. I have caretakers that you'll never find that doesn't even have gender. So I would take advice from them because they know what they really want. But once they try to violate me to the point of my love and say, like, it's trying to control my love and like, yo, you can't get this or so and so, then he's good the way he is for the rest of his life. You know, once he doesn't realize the reason of his existence, then don't worry, and that's it. He'll never realize it. And what I'm saying is, every energy is gonna identify to know to make sure it is. You know, and I'm just being serious, even for my own regard and safety. You know, but I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, I'm the only one that can make the judgment and literally in every other way for anybody to have agenda. Or even I'm the refiner. I'm the real refinement. Anybody else won't even be able to refine to have agenda. I'm not doing certain things like that. And there's people that knew certain things, that did certain things, so you don't even have to ask me something like that. So once you have to ask me or come and bother me about, my wife got to kill you, literally. That's something you shouldn't even speak to me about, especially if you don't know how to conduct in social habitation or families. That's it. Get the fuck away from me. I'm gonna just ignore you until my wife just decides to kill you. Just really get rid of you. Seriously. Or the energies is just tired of you of the spirits I meet and just get rid of you. Like the forces of life itself, just get rid of you. There's no reason for you to be around Ralphalin. Ralphalin is the wealth and enrichment of life. They would have to get rid of you. And I'm just telling you the truth without even interference from any other conduct. Literally. So, and if a man felt like he had to try to hold down my wife to penetrate her, where she has to stop you because in the year of reflection, refinement, jewel stone, and element, that means that's the person who killed her, secretly and manipulated her through time. And probably tortured her without her even realizing. I didn't want to have to explain that to her, but this is the truth. Me, I'm your real love, your soulmate, but it is what it is. There's nothing else for me to say. But if you see it following me too much, other places and families, you got to be careful about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So there's nothing else for me to say on some even Star Wars, Star Trek. How can I say? Stargate, all type of stuff. Literally, time continuum, all type of television, sci-fi shows that I just said, and on those levels, literally. You know what I'm saying? So, pre-crime, all type of situations. I'm just gonna be real with you. There's nothing else for me to say. It is February 13th, 2021. If a man's bending up your body and you even get to even communicate with yourself, and then a person got you speaking maliciously or manipulatively, or a man trying to put his hands on the individual, then you need to kill that person, because that's the person who did it to you in a paradigm. Matter of fact, that's the person that wasted your time, that caused your entrapment to do it to you. If they thought they just had to trap you because they didn't want you to reflect in or seeing me or certain other things, and they're scared, that's the person that did it to you in the first place, because they didn't know what they had, they didn't know how to control it, they just wanted to be fucked up in lessons, hoping the person didn't look and remember or care about. If they cause all type of emotions for me not to care, not to even remember it or certain things, those are the situations that she got to be vengeful about in her life and get rid of, until she has a reflection of her purity, until she eliminates that out of her paradigm of reflection of even her purity. Literally, I can't say nothing else to you. Love one. I'm just telling you the truth. If a man it's like bending up your body, your points of enlightenment of your star chart gotta know the different reasons of social habitation, of the reason why your body was bent up, and the conduct that it was receiving of love, or was it the conduct receiving of another man, of a torture that was just trying to confuse your consciousness of reflection throughout time? You gotta know your real physics, especially when it comes to stars. That's why I'm supposed to meditate. I'm supposed to have a room of meditation, even for stars' sake, even for the elements, so stars don't even interfere with the reasons why certain elements even had it lit at a time. Literally. And I'm talking about because we're in the years of, what did I tell you? Refinement, reflection, jewel stone, and element. The years before that, it's just like having a element calendar, a jewel stone, an element calendar, and then before that you have a respiration, a high purity on higher levels of magic. You got to be careful, because the element calendar stars of jewel stones and elements can't link with and fuck up the reason of this conduct of the stars going up to space. Once it can't even solve or answer the question that it wasn't meant for that. That shit is a stupid shit that's outside. That, like, this shit, the shovel, this certain stupid shit that's outside that can't go back up in space. Things that can't even answer the question, that just wants to know the answers, like a cheat sheet and stuff. You got to be careful of the element that's around it, or the jewel stone, before it fucks up that, the reason of it sending or having an enlightenment. Real science for other individuals, and on some real mythology, metaphysics, magic, shrine. I don't even want to speak about that. Have a wonderful day, and if you're bending up your body, your points of enlightenment got to know the difference and what type of impulses they're receiving of conduct, and don't get too comfortable with family of individuals wanting to spread ignorance, to do ignorance to a person that should be tributed and honored because of them being a warrior and trying to hold themselves together at time. And this goes out to my spiritual guardian God Empresses. Love one.